Happy Friday, everybody. I hope people out in the world are feeling good, feeling safe, feeling creative. I'm psyched to be here to really hone in on the details of this African bush viper and glass. Now, I don't know what kind of glass this is. I'll have to look it up to find out what it's called. I should have looked the glass up that I did the Blue Jay on because I thought that was an aperitif glass, and actually it's a cordial glass, so I had that totally wrong. Hi, Gary. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Oh, let me make sure I have sound. Let me make sure I can hear myself. Oh, I can. Good. I'm doing really well. Today it's finally warm. It's been so cold here. It's been, not the nicest weather here in Tennessee. I'm excited to be doing the details on this little snake. You can see him up there. There he is. Hello, I just got here. Hi, Rumpelstiltskin. I just got here. For anybody who doesn't know me, my name's Melodie Provenzano, and I'm working on this African bush viper painting of a toy that I picked up on Etsy. I sat it in this glass. Hi, Bailey. Are you new here? Thanks for saying hello in the chat. And thank you for the hearts. I'm excited to be working on this toy snake today. It's really has a lot of details for me to look at and make more clear. This is a 3D printed African bush viper toy. And African bush vipers were brought to my attention by Rumpelstiltskin. He said that they're his favorite snake. I believe that's what you said. And this is my art quest, my online art quest. This is like day 348, I think. No, not 300. Sorry. 248. Day 248, I think. Hi, Pia. How are you today? Great to see you. I'm back to the bush viper. Oh, yeah, ribbon eels. Right. Are they relatively little? Like they're like this big? I think I saw something about ribbon eels one time, and they looked pretty amazing. Kind of doubt there are any ribbon eel models out there for me to pick up. Maybe I'd have to sculpt one myself to have a visual reference. That's a good idea. Sculpting my own references for my still lifes. Oh, I can see these scales. Does anybody have plans? It's Friday night here in America. It's is it Saturday morning for you, Rumpelstiltskin? Oh wow, they're like a meter long. Okay. Oh, and they change colors too. Wow, that's wild. Their gender changes. That's pretty amazing. Make this tip of this tail yellow so it stands out on the blue. It's a bit of a rounded end. And it glows. Ooh, oh, 1 a.m. Oh, wow. So it's like already like Saturday has already come and gone. Let us know in the chat what country you're tuning in from. I love my international chats. Oh, this is very exciting. All these little pointy scales to paint. I love that the color of the tail pretty much is the same kind of color as the paper. This is very exciting for me to be making this thing, this two-dimensional surface start to look three-dimensional. Like it's my magic trick. I love that art can be anything. Can be a painting of an African bush viper sitting in a glass if you want it to, you know? That's what I want. That's what I'm going for here. I want these scales to be very noticeable. And put some little black dots in the, like darkish blue dots in the shadow here. Oh, look, like it's a real shadow. The real shadow. Look at this. Like, here's the real shadow. That's what the real shadow looks like. The real shadow has a lot of glitter in it, right? So I need to put some dark little dots, and I'll need to put some bright little dots in the shadow to get it to really look like the shadow. And then there's this shadow too, needs dark in it. Snake and ladder. Snake and ladder. I love that idea. I love it. That's a good idea. Do I have a little ladder? I bet I could find a little ladder maybe somewhere in my toy collection. That's a very good idea. Snakes and ladders, chutes and ladders, snakes and ladders. Rumpelstiltskin, did I tell you that I donated the bow and arrow painting that I did? You know, it had like I think I put it in the oh yeah, I put it on the community page, and it had the silver bow. It was like an aluminum colored bow, and it had like cutouts from the paper in the shape of arrows, like pointing arrows, not like a weapon arrow, but like a pointing arrow. And I donated it to Visual AIDS, which is a organization in New York City that raises money for and does like campaigns and stuff for artists with AIDS, and it spreads awareness about AIDS and how AIDS still exists. And they have this really awesome huge big fundraiser every year called Postcards from the Edge. And so I donated that little painting of the bow with the arrows, and someone bought it. Hey, Omizu. And that was your idea, Rumpelstiltskin. You were like, you should do bow and arrows, or bow and arrow. I ended up doing bow and arrows. So somebody really liked that piece and bought it right away. I was really happy. So I raised some money for that organization with your idea. So that made me feel good. Yeah, in that visual aids organization, you donate your postcard art to them, and they have a huge show, and like famous artists and people like me who are not famous, and then anybody can donate their postcard, and they get like over 1,000 entries every year, and they have a big show in New York City. I remember telling you about it, Omizu. Well, um, my postcard that I donated got bought the first day, the first morning of the show. So I was really, really excited about that. Every postcard is priced at $100. So essentially, I raised $100 for that organization by doing that painting. So that made me happy. I did something good with my art. We watched the rest of Dreams last night, Omizu. It's a very good movie. Very good. I think the blizzard was the most chilling. Literally, no, not literally, metaphorically. Chilling. Uh, oh, well, Omizu, you could do it. They do it every single year. So you could plan in advance and kind of like, you know, when you have time, you could do one. And then I think like they usually like the entry date is like sometime at the end of November or something, maybe. Hallmark stores. I haven't seen a Hallmark store in a really long time either. So I don't really know. they're open or not. How's your day going, Omizu? Have you, like, where are you at in your project for your children's book? Everybody, if you don't know Umizu Paints, check out his channel because he does awesome stuff there. He's working on Fresco, which is a digital app illustrating a children's book right now of two dogs, two really cute dogs. And it's like, oh, you're on the very last spread. Wow. Oh, good. Get some time to do your own thing. Cool. It's nice to work for other people, isn't it? I mean, I like doing commissions, um, and then I like doing my own thing. It's nice to have both. Oh, wow. Oh, really? So you redid a couple pages on Mizu? You have a you have an artistic conscience. Won't settle. Won't settle for what doesn't seem right to your artistic sensibility, right? Is that it? That's how I feel too, a lot of the time. Like I just don't want to settle until I feel good about it. Oh, speaking of that, so like I made that long form video that I just posted last night of me painting the blue jay. And I realized that like I have to settle for, uncopywritten music. Like, so I had to like go through music and find music, and it's not exactly perfect. Like, I was like, well, this is a case where like I am going to, like, I don't feel like this music necessarily represents what I'm trying to like convey or like the vibe or whatever, but it's the closest thing I can find. So I have to settle for it. It's like the music that they provide on YouTube to use for your videos. That's what I was using. I was using that that music, and I found a few different things, but oh yeah, the main character did not look consistent with the later pages. Yeah, it's good. You got to keep it consistent. That's good. Hi, ES Games and Names. How are you? Thanks for saying hello to us in the chat here. Got Rumpelstiltskin in India and Omizu, who's an artist also does live streams. What's your channel about? Games? You have a channel? Yes. I'm putting black right now, which is not, I don't see black, but I want to define this this the scales here. So I'm using black to really render where these scales are. And then I'll go back and add lighter color. I'll add more color over it. The great thing about acrylic paint is that it dries so fast. It's versatile, workable. Just paint right over it pretty much right away. And you can do glazes, or you can do whatever. You can try to do opaque. Rumpelstiltskin says, yes, more pronounced scales, please, especially the midsection. Yes. Okay. We're in agreement. We need more defined scales. Yeah, I'll get to here. I haven't even gotten here. I'm just going, I'm kind of starting at the tail and going my way, but yes, I'll get in there. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I should start getting in there right now, since Rumpelstiltskin mentioned it. And then we'll come back to the tail. I love the irony in that I am sharing my private practice with the public, but because of that, my private practice has changed to incorporate the public. So that's pretty cool. Ah, it's right here. Ta-da! You see? It's not in focus. You see that, Omizu? Only sitting in the little cup. Oh, cute. So cute. So I'm like looking right down into it, looking like right in there. Yes, it is kind of in, I have one spotlight shining down on it, like this direction, like this. So you can see the shadow right here, like right there's the shadow of the tail, and then the shadow here. And I'm still debating whether or not to draw these seams of the paper and to put that grommet there, which I think I might do. And of course, when you see this, it's like when I'm looking at it, the head of this and the grommet hole are much closer. So there's like a perspective shift. I wonder when I'm going to get my Vanta Black from Stuart Semple. from Culture Hustle. I ordered it a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. I think they said it was going to take like a month or so, and I don't know. I don't know when that's ever going to come. Better come. I hope it comes. Can't wait. Can't wait to do the Vanta, not Vanta, the Black 4.0 video. That's right. Yep. Oh, thanks, Omizu. Oh, there's all these, so many little scales, so many. When I was like 8 or so, I may have started the lessons when I was 8. I had a neighbor who was an artist when I was growing up, and I took watercolor lessons from them. That was really fun. And they taught me, like, oh, you don't need to put in all the details. You can just suggest some in a spot and then move on, and like put some in another spot and move on. Like, you don't need to have details every single place. But I kind of tend to want to have the details in every single place. What's your preference? Does anybody have a preference? Like, do you feel like you want to work and have details everywhere, or do you just like, you let it go in some places and not have, just have like the suggestion, the impression of details? Like, I'm definitely going heavy-handed with this black right here. I don't see any darkness. I don't see anything this dark on the snake, but I want to be able to see, and then I'm going to add light to the scales. Yeah, Rumple, Omizu. I figured that was the case. What about when you're working abstractly? How does working abstractly work for you? Because I've seen you working abstractly and building layer and layer and layer, and it's amazing. And like, I haven't seen you like stop. I haven't been able to catch you on a live stream when you're working on something abstract and you're like, oh, okay, that's finished. Like, what is the process for you for that? Like, finishing those abstract pieces that I've seen you working on. Uh-huh. Rumpelstiltskin is an accidental artist. We're gonna get you back. We're gonna get you back on the artist saddle. Get you back in the saddle, Rumpelstiltskin. Got to start by posting your artwork on my community page. Well, you got to start by making the artwork. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's typically a feeling. Yeah, like focusing on where that line is between under and overworked. Ah, says Omizu. Okay. Yeah, when when painting realism, it's so much more easy to see when you have like, well, a certain, unless you're doing impressionism, then it's like, then, but yeah, with abstract, it's like, where is that line? Yeah, I feel like in terms of realism, like I cross a line, like I just crossed the line by putting all that darkness in, like I'm like, then I'm gonna have to come back and get rid of that, get rid of all that dark that I just put in there. Hey, there are two cancers here. Omizu's a cancer and Rumpelstiltskin is a cancer. Now you'll have to duke it out. Just kidding. But Rumpelstiltskin was telling me the other day that can't have too many cancers in one place. Two crabs in a barrel. That's right, Omizu. Remember that game, that Barrel of Monkeys game where you would like, what was the point of it? It was like you had to like pull the monkeys out in a string, like you had to like hook the monkeys' arms together or something. They were like these monkeys and they had these little arms. Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin, I was talking about you, as I usually do in my live streams. Um, you said that too many cancers in a room or too many cancers will everybody uh, duking it out. Barrel of monkeys. Oh yeah, monkeys in a barrel. Yeah, but like, what was the point of that game? Do you remember? I remember loving it. I remember like really enjoying it, but I can't remember like it was like a like making. I think it was making like a long string of monkeys. All right, I see some scales need attending to right here. Ah, crabs in a bucket. Yeah. Don't be a crab in a bucket. Probably should have picked a different color background because the background is so close to the blue of this snake, but it's nice. I like it. Hmm. Mm. See some dark here. Let's get this, put this dark in the glass here. Thanks for joining me today, everybody. This is fun. It says there are 6 people watching. That's pretty great. Okay, here we go. Got to put this bottom, the lips. Painting glasses is all about round glasses, that is. Painting round glasses is all about getting the ellipse the right shape. You guys don't seem self-centered to me at all. Ooh, that was a big blob of white I just put on there. Let's see if it dries. I wonder if it'll drip. It's like a really wet, big blob of white. Hopefully I won't rub my hand in it. Hmm. It's like two discs, and then it kind of has a break, and then there's 2 more discs, and there's a break, and then that's how it's going here, it seems. And then here, yeah, it's the same, 2 discs and a break, but it's harder to see. And up here, I don't see any differentiation. It's just these are kind of all together. the scales. You're an old crab. Yeah. Mizu's an old crab. I'm an old Aquarius. My birthday's coming up. I'm going to be 52 this month. Kind of exciting. Hmm. These colors. Gotta use my spray bottle here. I really don't know. I need to get the spray bottle that says water on it because this one smells like peppermint, and I'm afraid it might actually be like hand sanitizer and not water. But I like to spray my paints with water to kind of keep them wet. Okay, let's go back in with some white again and define these scales again, or for the first time, I don't know, down here. Ah, nice. There's like pointy points, little points. We're talking about zodiac signs here. You want to share what your zodiac sign is? Does your zodiac sign realistically describe your personality? Like, do you feel like do you feel like your sun sign or your zodiac sign accurately represents like the stereotype of your zodiac sign? Do you think it accurately represents your personality? That's the question. Ah, I see. Well, Mizu points out that we are made up of more than one sign. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rumpelstiltskin has shared his 2 cents. That's a good one. That's a good one, Rumpelstiltskin. He gave away his last 2 cents. No, his negative 2 cents. Very funny. Oh, wow. I hate that the bank makes you keep a minimum balance or it charges you $15 for the month. It drives me crazy. It was never that way back in the old days. I thought that the other plastic snakes scales were challenging. Well, they're super easy compared to this. This is like really, really detailed stuff, these scales. Mm, It's gonna be awesome though. I love this painting. I love this little snake. Okay. Hmm. F1 racing. What's F1 racing? You are? Omizu, you're being a crabby crab at work. Oh, I can't imagine you being crabby. What is, oh, Formula One. That's what F1 stands like for. Formula One. What's the WRC? I need to be educated in these race car terms. Oh, you are under your breath. Yeah. World Rally Championship. Okay. Dakar is the desert rally in Central Africa, the toughest. Okay. Isle of Man is motorbike racing. Wow. Most dangerous as they race at 300 to 350 kilometers an hour. Go country and village, through country and village roads. No barriers or safety. Whoa. Yeah. Sounds crazy. Sounds crazy. Debating. Debating. Hmm. I wish my own shadow wasn't in the way when I painted. Hold my hand further away. That is way too dark. Way too dark. Blue it, get some blue in the gray. Yeah, it's like a super rich man sport, right? Do they race Ferraris in F1? Is that where the Ferraris get raced? This is day 3 for this painting of live stream. Day 3 live stream. Venom cello. I get it. That's funny. Venom cello. That's good. That's pretty good. Venom cello. Pretty funny. I'll think about that. Venom cello. Hmm. Hmm. I can't even comprehend. I can't comprehend the amount of wealth that exists for some people. It's like it just doesn't make sense. But anyway, I've got time to paint, and that's amazing. That's that's like really that's that's what I wanted. That's what I've got right now. Time to paint, time to make art. That is really this is awesome. Being here is awesome. Working on this little painting is awesome for me. Better than owning a race car. Hey, Tim. Having money is better. Not having to worry about money is the best, but does anybody not worry? I don't know. Oh, I've got good news. More good news. I checked my email today and I got good news. I entered the Geodis Park um, call for entries for their box seats. Like Geodis Park is the Nashville soccer stadium, and I've been in this show before. Um, and then I've also been rejected from the show before. So I've gotten in a few times, and I've gotten said no to a few times. But I, I, uh, I submit an entry every year because, like, why not, right? So anyway, I got in this year, and they pay a 10% rental fee for the artwork that they show for the year. So I'm going to be showing two pieces, so I'll get 10% rental fee. So whether the piece sells or not, I'll get, like, I think about almost $200, which is awesome, right? Like for just showing the work, which